A few years ago, Facebook required that everybody be who they actually are on the internet. This was a huge change, and it created the ability for us to have personal information about everyone. That was yesterday. Tomorrow, what we're focused on is not so much who you are as what you're interested in, because what you're interested in is really what we can tap into in order to project where you're going, how we can affect your behavior, and how we can influence your behavior in real time with our products, our services, and the incentives that we create and offer. Instead of using diagnostic information, which is looking backwards, and analytics, we're going to be using prognostics, which is moving ahead of the consumer, doing things like Amazon is doing, where they're literally shipping product to warehouses in order to anticipate the consumer's purchase behavior. Today, we can actually connect advertising to purchase behavior, and as a result, we have now a loop that's a closed loop, and we can influence things. And to give you an idea, the Amazon recommendation engine alone is now accounting for almost 35% of Amazon's sales. So this is knowing what the consumer's behavior has been and anticipating what the behavior is going to be. The largest skill set that we're going to need for marketing going forward is an understanding that all of the traditional time frames have been compressed, so that when we talk about a campaign, we're talking about a campaign that might last as little as several days before we have sufficient trend data and behavioral data to change the game. We're also talking about a mentality that isn't A to B testing or A-B testing, it's A to Z testing, because the high velocity computing capabilities that we have let us extend multiple offers to the consumer to quickly evaluate those and find which ones are most effective. Advertising campaigns, marketing campaigns today are going to require hands-on, real-time, constant management. And so when your people are moving in a path that requires correction, the biggest difference is going to be to fail fast, to abandon those things that aren't working, and to move your resources very quickly into productive areas. The first thing is to understand the tools. The second thing is to develop some familiarity with them. The third is to know what their shortcomings are. These are not things that are going to replace all of the other traditional tools you've had, so you can't let them take over your business, but you need to incorporate them in the total set of tools and technologies that you use. You can't ignore these spaces because these are vacuums, and if you're not talking about your product, someone else will be talking about your product, and as often as not, they're competitors. You have to learn your skills, you have to learn this craft, and it takes a period of time, and the fact that you grew up using social media doesn't say anything about the strategy, the budgeting, the cost controls, and all of the other tools you need. So, you know, there's always this question of, am I going to roll my own or am I going to be a role player? And what I would tell anybody new to this space is to go find a smart company and work there for a while before you try to go out on your own, before you try to do this stuff on your own, because there's a great deal to learn.